cast in this match.
Hopefully we're going to be getting some interviews. We probably won't get many French players, as completely forgot to call out earlier that VTV France are also casting this match in French. So if you want to hear some French interviews, I suspect there'll be some over there. That's going to be Pognon, I believe, casting for them tonight. So hopefully we're going to get some interviews from TSE and maybe one or two from Evokate. We can talk about that game because Snakewater was very, very close, and this match a lot more dominant performance coming out of TSE, but still not like a roll. I wouldn't say it was a roll at all. I'd say the Frenchies held their own in quite a few of the rounds.
Yeah, they really did. But I don't want to go as far as to say that the only reason it was so close on Snakewater is because of those disconnects. But Droso really played a great game on Granary, and we didn't see him lag out once. And a very dominant performance from TCM. So I don't know. That first map is not really something that you can look back on and say this is exactly what TF2 is. And it was a very weird match to watch with that first win. You know, you'd think that when you have 5 players for most of the time, you can't win a match, as this is 6v6, not 5v6. But it happened. And Droso is phenomenal. After what I just saw, he went huge and really carried his team to victory.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of work on everything, not just the middles, but the transitions as well. And you called it that you weren't sure right at the very end. Byte did actually put the full 5-second crit onto Droso, and Droso killed T-Mac with it. But that's all he did. There was no one else for him to kill. We're going to have Byte coming in fact, so he's going to be able to talk a lot about this game, because that is what Byte is good at, is TF2. He knows a lot about TF2, and he'll be able to tell us everything that we could possibly want to know. I hope. Here he is. I'm just going to move him into Mumble. No, I'm not. Hello, Byte. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Sorry,
go on.
No,
Someone like that, yeah. I was go on.
So, congratulations. As I said, there was a 2-map victory for you, but it didn't look like it right at the beginning of Snakewater, I have to say. A really fast, aggressive round coming out of Evokate. And, of course, with your disconnects as well, Snakewater was very, very close.
Yeah, it was a great test of our mentality, like, if we can keep concentration. Because, yeah, they started off strong on middle, as expected, but then I corrected it. I say because I called the strat of where the soldiers should be, because we knew that Tech and T-Mac would be really aggro as soldiers, and they're pretty good soldiers, so they destroyed us on the first round. But we just corrected it by putting the soldiers up top left so they could spam nearer to where they were landing. So that was that really. But the timeouts was not helping, especially with Droso. We just had to keep on realizing what advantage we had and what disadvantage, and just give up a point if we had to, and just accept it. So yeah, no, it was good. Really, I'm actually more happy with that than the 5-0 on Granary. Oh, sorry, 6-1 on Granary.
Yeah, I mean, you did, of course, win, I think it was, 2 rounds overall. It was 2-1 the eventual score, but both of those rounds were got when I think you were down to 5 players, so you were beating them 5v6 on last, which really has to do a lot for the French morale, I think.
Yeah, to be honest, it should have been somewhere like 3-1, 4-1, although they should have also got around, but Flippy, just the sniping, just too strong, annoyingly. We had advantage, he got 3 headshots every time we pushed. So, but I mean, still won it nonetheless, and yeah, like you said, with 5, so we were happy.
Yeah, of course. So, was that just disconnects? Was that just Droso's internet being bad, or was
just Droso's internet being bad? Unfortunately, he's going to speak to his ISP tomorrow. It wasn't a DDoS or anything like that. He's just been bad all day. So,
okay.
And Flip crashing once just because of the pause. So it wasn't really because of anything else.
Okay, we've been blaming that. So apologies to all DDoSers. It wasn't you this time.
No apologies to DDoSers for doing their actual job. Yes.
But yeah, so of course, a really, really good game. Some really, really good crits plays as well. Crits was used a lot this match for both you and K3 favoured it in a lot of situations. Is there any particular reason for that? Did you just want really aggressive plays?
It's twofold really. One, I'm just trying to get more used to crits a lot more, because at the moment I'm just playing with Uber because obviously we're still new. And Uber can save me when, you know, something flanks and no one's picked it up and stuff. But I need to get more used to crits. And secondly was the fact that I knew, obviously, I was calculating when we had a disadvantage, I had to make up an advantage or an element of surprise sort of thing, and yeah, we used it, and it was quite effective most of the time, especially on Granary, it was really effective, so yep, really good.
Yeah, I mean, War was getting some great sticks. Of that crit snipe on Snakewater from the lower ground straight into the lobby where he picked up 2, including the sniper of Flippy, was probably one of the best crit snipes I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, if that's what you call it, crit snipes, that's a good terminology, I suppose, for it. Yeah, no, it was great. I just use it as soon as he says, because he's in control of the sticky, so obviously he knows what he's going for. And if he misses, he misses. Like, we just, we restart and just build up again. As long as we force it, that's the main thing. And then obviously we have the advantage again. So yeah, no, it was really good.
Great. In fact, I do want to ask about this because I'm always interested. Who main calls for you? Is it a dictatorship from your point of view, or is it more of a conversation between you and the demo?
It's mainly me. I mean, these guys are all like top players. Or they're becoming really, really top players, to be honest. And I'm just there to help them and guide them in sort of like the top position to be in, whether we're holding or pushing, or whether to stay, whether to chase, whether to overextend, and stuff like that. What class to play as well. I'm even telling Forsaken when to switch, just because, that's my best asset really, because DM's not really my best forte, so hence I'm playing medic at the moment. But yeah, no, I normally call for the team, and they do correct me if there's something horrifically wrong. So for example, if I say that they've got uber advantage when the medic went down, then they will correct me. But yeah, that's how it works, really.
Yeah, and actually, Forsaken, like, I was watching what Forsaken was doing. He was just wasting time. A lot of what he was doing, it looked like he was just suiciding or just completely pointlessly backcapping. But every time he backcapped, they'd send 3 or 4 players back. Once you realised they were doing that, were you calling for him to do that a lot more?
He would call. He was on for the backup, and he knew what to do. To be fair, like he was trying to buy us some time, so he was doing that all by himself. Like it was a really good play by him. And that enabled us to save a point or buy more time to build the Uber, which we could hold for the previous point, so CP2. If we're trying to go for a backup on their 4th and they're capping middle, and we go for a backup, it gives us time to at least build the Uber at the very least, if not hold middle. And it worked really well on Snake, because especially when we were down to 5, quite some time, and 4 for a minute or so, it helped us a lot. So yeah, that was really well played by Forsaken, to be honest. So.
Okay, fair enough. Beasly, please save me. I can't think of anything.
Well, I don't really. Every question was kind of covered by Ryu there, but a lot of what was going through your mind when you went behind them with that crit or that Uber up top and just waited for them on 2. Did you want that to happen? Did you know that everybody was going to die when they sacked into last, and you guys just kind of went to the lunchbox area?
Granary, sorry.
On Granary, yeah.
Yeah. It was a risk that we had to take. It could have gone horribly wrong because we knew that they were going to flank us up top, which eventually the soldier did. I think he killed me after the crit squig though, but we got 4 or 5 players after the crit squig, so it had to be done. And we both called for closing the door because obviously they can't see it. And then all of a sudden, boom, 1 sticky, and yeah.
Yeah, boom, 1 sticky is all. But was that like a little bit of revenge for that sneaky little crits play they had when you were building your Uber up in last there?
Yeah.
They came up on the yeah, I knew it. I felt it. I felt that there was a little vengeance going on in that little play.
The thing is, there's nothing we could have done. Like, we were in the right position, but unfortunately we were just a tad too late before Tech saw us, because the underneath was the best position I could possibly be in, because that would be the last place they would look if they're pushing up top. But unfortunately he saw us, and yeah, he got me. I was on 90% Uber, so but yeah, nonetheless, they got a round back, so it was well played to them, really.
Yeah, that's all the questions I've got. But absolutely, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
match. That's 6 points to you. Well deserved.
Thanking you.
Very welcome.
I can't think of any more questions.
No, me neither.
Chat's not being helpful. They're singing the praises of War at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
War, to be fair, War obviously he always plays well, but he got a sick air shot on Granary, and he's just jizzing all over it now and having a heart seizure. So he's just telling me to tell everyone on the interview that War got an amazing air shot on Granary. Congratulations, War. Your air shot was amazing.
I don't think we caught it. Sorry. No.
It was really good. To be fair, it was it's definitely a frag clip highlight, but still. Anyways, yes, that's your moment, War. No more for you.
Okay, so I think we're going to have to wrap things up right now.
Yep.
Doesn't look like there's any Frenchies. They're probably being interviewed by PTV France. So we have, of course, been Team Fortress TV. I've been Ryushi. Joining me has been Beasley. Thanks to War, who's come for. Thanks to Bite, sorry, who's come for an interview, and John has hopefully caught all the interesting moments. Thank you for watching, guys.
Good night.
Cheers.